Hi guys, welcome to day 2 on the channel, and today challenge number 2. And the idea behind challenge number 2 is to take a Mirage 2000C in DCS and fly the aircraft. So what are we gonna do? We have an aircraft able to fly. I put some opponents ahead, but that's for something else. What I want you guys to do is to fly the aircraft. Those G's. Is to fly the aircraft as soon as my pilot recovers. It should work out more. Is to fly the aircraft at low speed, low altitude, and try to see what amount of altitude you need to be able to perform a split S. So the split S maneuver is something you might want to use when, let me pull out my MiG-28 to F5. So you're flying the aircraft, and let's say you're close to the deck, close to the minimum altitude of the fight or the ground, and you have low speed. Maybe you're doing like one circle fight, and the enemy is trying to switch from one circle fight to two circle fight. Instead of putting your nose like this and chasing him, you might decide to go nose down very aggressively, cut in the corner, and use that vertical altitude, use that altitude that you have available in front of you to cut the corner. So to do that, what altitude can you do? At what altitude can you decide to go nose low that aggressively? And it's exactly what you guys should train and should test. So challenge number 2, take your aircraft and try to go in split S as low as possible. So I'm gonna give it a try right here, 2100 feet, rolling inverted. There you go, 2100 feet, no worries. And I got 2 missiles. Okay, so let's try it again. And knowing that at 2100 feet, if I am I'm close to the deck, I can still go nose down. Look, 2700 feet, I can go aggressively nose low. I can even pause a little bit, gain some airspeed, and smoothly fly my aircraft to end up with almost 300 knots, more than 300 knots on the other side, and then I can pull aggressively for a shot. And you basically have the option between staying on the deck and pulling like this, which is really not very helpful, or maybe putting your nose up a little bit, rolling upside down, there you go, and now saying, now I'm committing, I'm going on the other side, there you go, and releasing the stick a little bit, taking some airspeed, and now, if need be, going in the scissors or stuff like that. So challenge number 2 is take your aircraft, take your Mirage 2000, go maybe with 50% of fuel, 50% of fuel remaining, and try different configurations. Put yourself initially like this around like 3000 feet-ish, put the afterburner on, that's my 2 cents, and start pulling. Be very, very careful with the fuel, with the speed. And oh, okay, I've got 800 feet of buffer, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna climb again. There you go, and let's give it a shot. 1950 feet, is it gonna work? Sure is, 90 feet of margin. So I know that with slightly less than 2000 feet, I am able to cut in the corner like that, which is awesome, awesome news. So that's it. I'm starting, as you might see, to try to understand how DCS is working in terms of Fox 2. So you might expect some Fox 2 in the coming days or weeks. Therefore, make sure you know how to use the emergency flares. I thought that was gonna work. There you go. Haha. So those are the flares. Flares are infrared decoys. So you have a huge infrared source called the M53 engine by Safran. And if you want to try to move the enemy away from it, that's what you need. Okay, so what can we see here? Enemy aircraft landing. That's interesting. Small extra, you stayed long in the video. I'm gonna give you a ride for your money. So Mach 1.08, trying to attack a guy on the ground might not be the smartest thing ever, but hey, who cares? That worked. So if you're doing an attack from altitude, usually that's gonna be something different. First, you wanna make sure you've got the air superiority in the airspace, which I completely do not have right now. There are 2 enemy guys somewhere out there. There you go. Wow, lucky me. Sometimes I just don't understand that software. They're doing a formation. Okay. So they're doing their formation landing. Oh, now he's moving. Good for you, little boy. Too late, man. Splash 1. And what about your buddy right here? Ooh, airspeed. So for the first time ever, Fox 2! Splash! How cool is that? Oh boy. Awesome. And let's see if my magic can shoot on the ground. Let's have a look. Maybe the engine is still running. Yes! Let's see how that works. Remember the movie Sky Fighters? Yes. Well, looks like we cleared the airspace. So now let's land. So remember, challenge number 2 today is getting your aircraft like this, 3,000 feet, and saying, oh, I know I can do it. And doing it. And you're gonna see it's gonna give you a lot of opportunities to be able to know exactly how you can move this jet and what type of maneuvers you can pull, because now your brain and your aircraft aren't thinking in 2D anymore, they're 3-dimensional. There we go, up, and there we go. Ta-da! Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what type of challenge you would like to have in challenge number 3, and fly safe.